Welcome to another episode of Inception Closer slash Rebellion Studios. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about procrastination. And this is the continuation of the series from 0 to 100K. And I mentioned in another video that as soon as you want to start something big and magnificent, your best friend, the procrastinator, shows up beside you and distracts you. Basically, it's distracting. So I thought I would just start out a little bit with the definition of procrastination and how it actually takes on various forms. And you might be surprised a little bit as to what procrastination is by the end of this video. So if you feel like you are struggling with getting projects done, tasks, all this kind of stuff, you just feel like you're kind of scrambling, hopefully this video will help you out. And this is stuff that I think about or I deal with on a daily basis as well. So I'm just sharing my journey. And if it helps one person out there, that's fantastic. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel before you leave. So let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about procrastination. So what is procrastination? So according to Wikipedia, procrastination is the action of unnecessarily and voluntarily delaying or postponing something despite knowing that there will be negative consequences for doing so. That's one definition. Another one is procrastination is the act of delaying or putting off tasks until the last minute or past their deadline. Some researchers define procrastination as a form of self-regulation, failure characterized by the rational delay of tasks despite potentially negative consequences. So there's tons of definition. They're all the same thing, saying basically you either have low self-esteem or you are one of these people that for whatever reason, even though you know there's a negative consequence coming up, you're going to procrastinate. I also believe that there is another form of procrastination that kind of mix into Morrison's law of expansion, which basically is, if you've never heard of it, it's basically, let's just say you have a project and you're like, you know what? Maybe it's an exam or a project or whatever it is. Let's use exam, for example. You have an exam due in 1 month. You're going to be writing your exam, or maybe you have a 10,000 word essay to write, whatever it is, but it's in October 1st. What do? We go, you know what? I need to do a little bit of research and I got to get my mind clear. So I think probably the best thing to do would be to go for a jog, get all the cobwebs from whatever it is that I've had going on in the week, and I'm going to go for a run. You go for a little jog. All of a sudden, you bump into a friend that you've never seen in a gazillion years. All of a sudden, you get reacquainted, and you find out that your friend also is in the same class or whatever it is that you're taking, maybe in a different direction. You end up having coffee together and you're like, man, that's awesome. And then he starts talking about he joined this tennis club and he started playing tennis and all this kind of stuff. You're like, okay, that's cool. Awesome. I used to play tennis a long time ago. Oh, cool. Hey, why don't you come out to the club? When is it? Oh, it's tomorrow. Oh, fantastic. I don't have anything on the go. Well, I do have this little essay that I'm working on. It's only 10,000 words, but it's not due to October. So yeah, I'll come out and play some tennis with you. Go to tennis, start playing, getting into your rhythm and all this kind of stuff. And then you're like, this is awesome. Yeah, hey, you know what? For the first month, we have a free membership at this tennis club. You can play as much as you want for a month. Try us out. And then in 30 days, you can join the membership. Really? Yeah. And we actually have a little couples thing tomorrow night. If you want to come, it's free, 100% free. You can come out. You know what? That's awesome. I don't have an essay. till next blah, blah, blah. And you see how this goes. This is starting out because you have a deadline that's too far away. So Morrison's law of expansion is you will fill in your time with whatever time is given to you in order to get that project done. So let me reframe this a little bit. If you had a deadline of 10,000 words and it was due this week in 2 days, you would start that project right now, because you know there's no window of error. You can't do anything outside of that. You have to get it done. So you will fill your time. If you extend it out to 30 days, you might do it once. Realistically, you're probably going to do it the last week that it's due. So the last week of September, you're going to start working on it because you know you got to do this. And really, it's going to, if it's due on Friday, the last week of September, Monday is October, you're going to really work on it probably a little bit on Wednesday, and you're going to crash through it on Thursday. Friday, you're going to hand it in, and you're going to be exhausted. And you're going to look back and you go, man, I had 30 days to do this. Why didn't I do it? Some people in the definition would say it's self-esteem, all this kind of stuff. It's not. There's other things at play. You just can't see that far into the future, so you don't think it's a big deal until you get close to it. People take on projects like that. I've been guilty of that. Editing projects, you think, okay, this project is going to take me 1 week to edit. It's not due till November. It's September. I got lots of time. So I will drum up more business. I will get all this kind of stuff, do everything else but the project. And then all of a sudden, something happens, a new project comes up that has an urgent deadline, whatever it is, something will come up that will creep in. And now you can't do that. Now you're late and all this kind of stuff. And then it could look like procrastination, but part of it is unorganization, being unorganized. So how do you, I know that's a lot of stuff. So how do you know you are procrastinating versus really heads down doing the work? Well, procrastination takes on many forms. This back here, this could be a form of procrastination. You know, if you're thinking about, you know, like with my YouTube channel, I need some ideas to make a YouTube video. Oh, look at this book. Timothy Ferriss's The 4-Hour Work Week. Man, I haven't finished this book. Maybe now is a good time because I don't really have a subject to talk about on YouTube. So now is a good time to pour into that book. Reading is a form of procrastination. Research is a form of procrastination. You know, you need to know everything about your potential client, your prospect, all this kind of stuff. Going for walks is a form of procrastination. Writing your daily tasks is a form of procrastination. Calling your friend on the phone, talking about new business ideas, new ventures is a form of procrastination. Going out for coffee is a form of procrastination. So really, at the end of the day, if you are working for someone else, or if you are working for yourself, at the end of the day, you need to develop habits that you can check off so that you can avoid the procrastination. And then you can procrastinate outside of those things that you've checked off. You can go play tennis. You can do all this kind of stuff because you've accomplished your goals for the day. So it's fine now. You can do whatever else that you want to do under the sun. So I grabbed this book. It's actually a calendar. It's called You Are a Badass. And I'll probably end up buying the book down the road. But this is something that helps a person get organized as long as you're not staying in it too long. And maybe what I'll do is I'll capture a screenshot of this and then show it over top of this as well. But basically what I have for September this month, and I just got this yesterday, basically like 20 things that I can do this month in September that'll help keep me on track with the things that I need to do every single day so that I can avoid procrastination. So one of the things, I'll just read this list off. And then if I follow these over the next 30 days, all I'm doing is tracking it. I'm not punishing myself for not doing these things each day, but I'm tracking it, because if you could track it, you could improve it. You can make it better. So I'm going to be tracking these 20 things over the next 30 days and then see what has actually changed with my business, my personal life, all this kind of stuff. So the first thing I have is be thankful. Sounds kind of weird. Be thankful because how much time does that really take? It doesn't take much time, but it's more a focus. And usually I try to do that in the morning. Just be thankful of where I'm at. I wake up, I have zero pain. I go to sleep, I have zero pain. I don't know what that's like for other people that go through the process of they can't sleep because they are in pain. They can't walk during the day. They can't go for walks, whatever. So I am thankful that I don't have pain at night. I can go to sleep. I can have a good sleep. I can have naps during the day, whatever it is. So I'm thankful that I'm healthy. Can I be healthier? Yes, I can. So that's one thing that I think about, is what's something that I could be thankful for today. And then I put pray/meditate. So if you're not a Christian and maybe you look at meditation a little bit differently, I call it prayer. Some people call it meditation. And that is basically being mindful of kind of who you are as a person, where you are, all this kind of stuff, and just spending a little bit of quiet time by yourself. And then I put 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats. That's one thing. So over the next 30 days, I'm going to be doing those three things. If I don't do 10 push-ups, I can't check that off. So I have to do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats every single day. Walk around the block. These are small, tiny things, but imagine doing them every day for 30 days and then going back over this. Talk to one decision maker a day. Sometimes you can get caught up into, I need to be making 100 phone calls a day, 50 phone calls a day, 200 calls a day, whatever it is. But when you're wearing every single hat, I think the goal for the next 30 days would be for me to talk to one decision maker a day. And then another task, network with one organization a day. Network with one organization. So that means contacting an organization and saying either you're going to join them or you're going to visit their, whatever their next event is coming down the pipes, but you're networking. Could be a small group, whatever it is, association, whatever it is. And then one new idea a day for my YouTube channel. So I come up with one new idea, and it could be a series, whatever. Like right now, this is the 0 to 100K series. So each day I come up with one idea. I spend a little bit of time on that for my YouTube channel. Then I create one YouTube video every single day. And again, I'm tracking it. If I miss a day not creating a YouTube channel, it's not a big deal. But my goal is to put out a video every single day. What else? And then 10 glasses of water. So that is my goal every day. If I don't drink 10 glasses of water, I don't check that box. Read something. I didn't want to put something specific like read one chapter a day or read a book a day or whatever it is, because sometimes you can commit to too many things and never get it done. So it could be my Bible. It could be a chapter from one of my books back here, something. Just read something. And then listen to something. I'm a big fan of audiobooks. Usually I listen to 6 to 8 hours a day with audiobooks while I'm doing other things. So I just put listen to something. And then do nothing for 1 hour is another thing. I know this sounds a little bit crazy because there are some times where people are like, well, there's times where I do nothing for 4 hours or whatever. I'm talking about specifically not looking at your phone or anything. If it's sitting out in your patio, going for a walk is not doing nothing for an hour because you're actually doing something. I'm talking about finding a spot somewhere. You can go for a walk to a park bench, but then just sit there for 1 hour and do nothing. Do this every single day. If it's a winter time, maybe you just don't go to Starbucks, don't go to a coffee shop, just go to a nice quiet place in your house. Do nothing for 1 hour. No cell phone, no Instagram, no Twitter, no nothing for 1 hour. That's your block. Nobody interrupts you. You don't have any technology, whatever. Do this for schedule 1 hour a day. And then watch one video. For me, every day I'm going to be watching a video on photography because I got to bump up my skills for photography. Videos, I'm already pretty good at it. I understand, but you can obviously learn a little bit more. But for photography, because I like to go on hikes and stuff, I want to get really good at capturing shots. And I'll be sharing some of that a little bit later in other videos. And then watch one video on selling. A training video could be how to overcome objections, whatever it is. But each day, just watch one video on that subject. Pick a subject. And then connect with influencers. So what I mean by that is because I have a YouTube channel of over 400 subscribers, I want to be able to connect with my audience and spend some time every day answering questions and also reach out to other like-minded YouTubers because that also helps me build my channel. I don't do the sub for sub. Hey, I subbed. Can you sub? I never do that. But what I do is I will watch their video and I will comment on their video and I'll say, great job. If they're at 100 subscribers, I'll say, can't wait till you get to 500. If they're at 700, can't wait till you get to 1,000. Can't wait till you get 10,000, 100,000, million, whatever. I just encourage them to keep going and doing what they do. So that's what I mean by connect with influencers. Stretch. I don't stretch. So this is something that I want to incorporate. And I want to see how many days that I can actually stretch over the course of the next 30 days. And then jujitsu. I want to go to jujitsu. I have a membership basically with the club here in town. So I want to be able to go more than once every 2 weeks. Because before you know it, it'll be a month, it'll be 6 weeks, whatever. So I put that in there. Obviously, you can't go to jujitsu every day. Body won't allow it. But I can have that as a category because I would like to check at the end of the month, how many days did I go to jujitsu? And then can I beat that the next month? That's the idea of getting in the habit, tracking everything and then seeing, okay, I did 10, 10, 10, 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats. Can I do 20 for the next 30 days? Can I do 30? Can I do 50? Can I do 100? So you can actually bump it up because you've tracked it. And you're like, man, I only made it to 20 out of 30 days of doing push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. Well, what did I do last month? 0. So that's an improvement. Now you can improve what you're tracking. And then read my script. So I have a script that I use from Sales Sniper, and then I've tweaked it into my video production company so that I can actually cold call. I can actually triage. I can get on the phone and do my presentation as well of what we have to offer, all this kind of stuff. But I have to be in the habit daily of reading my script every single day. So I just put 10 times. If I don't read my script 10 times, I am not checking that box. And then lastly, be grateful. It's a little bit different than being thankful. Being grateful is being grateful for one thing. I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful, I call them children, they're all grown-ups, but I'm grateful for my kids that are healthy. You know, I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful that I have skills as a video editor, as a videographer. I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful for going to film school for all this kind of stuff. So that is why I bought this book yesterday, is to help me keep on track with some of the things that I actually want to do over the next 30 days. Notice there wasn't anything in making, I need to make 10K this month. I need to make $20,000, whatever it is. These are just things that I want to be able to track so that I can get better every single month. And imagine watching a video on photography every single day for 30 days, how much better your skills will be compared to a month ago. So this changes every single month. You can actually take away some things that you don't want because now you have a habit of, okay, for the past 30 days, I've drank 10 glasses of water. It's just a habit. It's just in me. Most people drink 4 glasses of water. So it may be a big deal. For some people, it may not be a big deal to drink 10 glasses of water. I put it in there because I needed to fill in all these boxes and I couldn't think of any other categories. So that is it for this video. But if you ever want this type of calendar, I picked it up at Indigo. You can pick it up. I should have put a link on Amazon, make a little bit extra cashola that way. But hey, grab this. It's very cool. It's just a calendar. It's basically you get all the days and everything spread out. So let me just show you here. So you get October, November, it just started in August. So I picked it up. It's yellow. It stood out. I really like it. I love calendars. Probably every year I buy a new calendar, but this one's pretty cool. So that's it for this video. Hope you like it. If you do, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a like. It actually helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And then please comment as well. If you like this type of content, let me know. And I will continue to make videos like this. If there's something else that you want me to talk about as well in my videos, let me know that as well. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.